Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or visit our website at www.sdshouston.com.
Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back to That Boom Bap. I am your host, Kareem Sean. What's good, everybody? I know in the lower third it says Kareem Tillman. I'm going through an identity crisis, so bear with me. To everybody who rocks out to us and listens to us, thank you for tuning in once again. My right-hand man ain't here, but my sister's holding me down, so G, wherever you are, pop a bottle, have a pina colada, grab a surfboard, something dope for us, man, while we here holding it down on That Boom Bap. Yo, Layla.
Yeah.
What up, homie?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
I'm good. I'm super good.
You look like you cool today. You cooling.
I am. I'm gonna fall back today. It ain't gonna be a lot of energy, you know.
What? But you always give energy. Like that's a natural.
I'm trying something different.
Oh, you're gonna be mellow.
Yeah. I want to try on this this after hours kind of a thing.
Okay.
You know?
So that's what we're doing?
Nah.
Okay. I can't, turn myself down.
Shout out to Miss Misha. We appreciate you and all the snacks. Thank you for letting me OD on the Oreos. I appreciate it. I did not need that shit in my life.
I did have some Chips Ahoy. Thanks.
Shout out to Facebook. Thank y'all for tuning in, for riding with your boy, hanging out with us. Obviously, you find some value in what we do here. We appreciate that. We scramble at the last minute to bring you the best content that we absolutely can.
Absolutely.
Yo, so it's Respect the DJ today.
Yes.
You know?
We definitely have a special guest.
Yep.
Now he goes by two names. Instead of 2 Chainz, we got 2 names here. We have Crazy C in the building,
yes.
We also know him as DJ Revelation. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Yeah. I see you pulled out my other alter ego.
I had to.
I was kind of leaving him buried a little bit, but it's all good.
We all have one. Apparently, Kareem is mellow today.
You're not in the witness protection program, are you? Because if so, we're going to
just
go
dry
ahead
stitched,
and...
huh?
Maybe we may have to cut Facebook extra short today and dip off. So, because look, man, we ain't here to get you caught up, man. We want to bring you up, not catch you up.
I'm all good, bro.
All right, absolutely. So yeah, man, it's our Respect the DJ series. We've been doing this now. We're in our 8th month or 9th month doing
Cool.
it. 8th. I think we started at the top of the year. And it's our way of kind of giving back to the culture. With That Boom Bap, we represent the 5 elements of hip-hop. We are hip-hop in this building. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I so appreciate having Layla, because she brings such another different flavor, and she's a woman's voice in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So we try to keep it as fly and as authentic as we possibly can. I want to jump into a couple of things real quick, because I always got to give shout-outs and then respect across the board. Shout-out home, New York. What up? Missing New York right about now, man. I want to give a shout-out to Serena Williams. Word up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is officially our superhero now after the situation out in Paris. Shout out to Paris, though. I ain't mad at y'all. Just saying.
So what happened? Tell us what happened with
I'm
Serena.
gonna keep it long story short. The tennis people had a problem with her cat suit.
Yeah.
I
mean, with all that body.
I'm saying though, but it's
That
all
suit was all good with me.
none of us was complaining.
Not even I. No.
And I think to myself, like, she's more covered up than she is, in anything else. So what's the issue, right? But I love the way Nike came and kind of held her down with all the criticism that came behind it. They put out a really dope ad about her being a superhero. You could take the superhero out of the costume, but you can't take the powers away from the superhero. So now she out there whipping everybody ass in the tutu. So to my girl, Serena, word up. We appreciate you, girl. Keep winning. Word up. Shout out to my man Music by Mercy representing South Florida. He got an album dropping tomorrow called Swamp Thing. I've been on him. I've been talking to him a lot, like, man, come on. But you can't rush greatness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking a lot of shit, but my man's going to back it. His wordplay is stupid. His lyrical content is on point, and I believe him. So shout out to him. Also shout out to hold on, I got my notes. Where my shit at? Throwing off a little bit. It wasn't a shout out just yet. I want to do this in order, and I should have done it first. Rest in peace to Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
I don't think we gave her enough shine last week when we were on, so I definitely wanted to shout out to her. Static Selector did a really dope set on his IG page, so y'all check that out.
But we got to talk about the shoes.
The shoes.
The way they set her up in the coffin and she had her legs crossed with the red shoes.
Oh, I ain't see that.
That is Aretha Franklin. Wow. It was dope. I mean, in a weird way, but it was dope. She would just with her legs crossed, like, yeah, I'm in this thing.
That's Aretha.
And I'm still gonna be here regardless, spirit and all.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I wanted to kind of stay away from it. It was a touchy subject in my house. You know what I'm saying? My wife is a huge fan, and so there's a little backstory for her. So I wanted to let her go through her thing the way she wanted to go through it. Because God bless her dead, with Fife passed, she had to let me do my Tribe Called Quest thing the way I wanted to see him off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So also shout out to Michael Jackson. Happy birthday, belated birthday to the man.
God, how old would he have been?
I don't know. I don't keep up with that shit.
Close to 60, huh?
But I do pay my respects, though. You know what I'm saying? I should have wore my T-shirt. But
50.
Yeah,
50,
right? When he passed, he was 50.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so what, like close to 60, even not 60,
like 58,
right?
something
58,
like that.
yeah.
59.
Yeah, because if it was his 60th, low down, dirty ass Sony probably would have released another album with fake fucking songs on it again. Michael Jackson's 60th. I'm sorry.
When they say fake,
I was supposed to be mellowed
they're
out.
saying that they're pretending like Michael Jackson's on some of the tracks. Are they trying to say that someone else is literally imitating his voice? Or they're saying that they dubbed his voice? Like
Yo,
what is it?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Somebody holla at me, because, listen, I don't put nothing past them. I'm mellow today. You trying to bait me? I'm mellow.
I kind of am. But now we can move on from that.
Shout out to Takesha. Shout out to Marcus. Mr. Goodbar, how are you, sir? That's my brother right
With
there.
Remedy Radio.
Remedy Radio. I'm trying to be like him right now. Just a little bit more mellow, though. Yo, congrats to Chris Hello and Double A on their new project for Broke to Shine. I gave it a good listen. It's dope, man. It's dope. It's their first project together, and if they keep going at the rate that they're going and growing in their craft, they're going to smash a lot of people in this game. So shout out to them. True Digital Media Consulting is working on a website for Brand Rockstar, and models are needed, male and female. We don't have a budget to pay y'all, but if you want to come out and look pretty and represent a really good cause, holla at us. You could get at me on IG at Kareem.Sean, SHON. Leave an inbox. I'll get back to you. Layla.
Yeah.
You got to be there. No choices.
You kind of told me that I didn't have a choice. You were like, you going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, what day, what time?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the bossy ring.
You know.
And I want to give a special shout out to Netflix for this weekend of mine because, when you start to watch Netflix a lot, you start to run out of shows to watch and or movies. And I found one. It's called The After Party. And it had Kyle. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the rapper Kyle. He was on the Double XL freshman cover last year.
Okay.
But it stars him, Blair Underwood, and his friend. And it basically just shows his friend trying to be his manager. And he's trying to make it in the game. And it's like this long little short journey of him trying to get signed. And it had so many cameos. It had Jadakiss. It had Wiz Khalifa. It had Young and May. It had The Breakfast Club there.
That's dope.
It was really fun. It even had Angie Martinez. So I want to give a shout out to The After Party. That was a good movie. So if you're bored and you want to watch something great, check out Netflix.
So
it
that's
was a
like
really good show.
that's like a flip from Brown Sugar, right?
Yeah.
With the dude who had a good friend who was a rapper, wanted to be his manager. It had Angie Martinez in it. Queen Latifah
Angie
was
Martinez
in it.
in this one was
Sanaa
a ticket
Lathan was in it.
collector. But it was a good movie. So.
All right, that's what's up. Tech, we good on time? I got to do an ad, or should I do one now and get it out the way? I want to prove to people I could. Ooh, nope, I'm calling you out.
Well, don't you like to make me smile? And because of that, this portion of the show is sponsored by Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. If you're not sure what you need, don't worry. Dr. Ellis and her team are happy to meet with you to go over your patient history and goals and offer you professional recommendations. So let Smile Design Studios make you smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or check out our website at sdshouston.com. Again, that's sdshouston.com to schedule your appointment today. All new patients receive a free gift and $50 off your first dental treatment. Smile Design Studios looks forward to providing excellent care for you and your family.
I think you just jacked G for his spot. Like,
no, I didn't.
The show is good and secure. I ain't got to worry about reading ads and shit. You got this shit on lock. Absolutely, that boom bap.
That was a nice plug.
So we gonna hop into getting to know Crazy C out here in these streets.
C.
We like to open a discussion with all of our guests as we are a hip hop show, and our first question to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, you know what? I never forget it, man. Y'all remember? Y'all kind of young, so y'all probably don't even remember Soul Train.
Try me.
Oh,
You remember Soul Train?
Right before MASH used to come on.
Ooh.
After the Apollo.
MASH, wow. Well, anyway,
Right.
man, I'll never forget it, man. I seen Run DMC was on Soul Train, and they was doing Suck MCs. And Jam Master Jay was back there, you know how he would always bring them out?
Yeah.
Run. I was like, I got to do that. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take, but I got to do that. I mean, I just fell in love with what Jay was doing. I mean, just the sound of it, it caught me. So from that point on, man, I fell in love with hip-hop, man, and it's been in my blood ever since.
So on that note, at that time, the DJ was so the spotlight.
Yeah.
The rappers was just kind of getting into that light with the DJ.
Yeah.
But it was really all about the DJ at that point.
Yeah.
So you immediately chose your path, right?
Yeah.
What other DJs inspired you from that same era? Because he had a lot of competition at that time.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Cash Money, DJ Cash Money, DJ Jazzy Jeff, of course. DJ Scratch used to be with EPMD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just like a lot of the DJs from the New York and Philly area, man. They brought it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you said you're from Houston, right?
Yeah, I was born in Dallas, but I don't count them. You know what I'm saying? I moved here when
I
I
don't
was
think
like
anybody does.
I moved here when I was like 7, so basically I'm a Houstonian.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So with Houston being a great place to start with the Ghetto Boys and everything like that, when did you start having influences from Houston artists or DJs?
Well, ironically, the We Can't Be Stopped album, I'm a producer. The natural progression of a DJ, for the most part, is to follow in and get into production. And I was a producer on that album. I done like 3 cuts off of that album.
All right.
But before that came about, of course, they had their own little underground scene. And just about everybody in Houston, was like a Ghetto Boys fan. Like especially the album they had called Grip It on the Other Level. They had a song called Balls in My Word. I can say balls. Well,
You can say that.
I just
Say whatever
always
you
say it.
want.
But it had a song called Balls in My Word that was just hot on the streets, and everybody was just like, man, who's these cats called the Ghetto
Yeah.
Boys? So, of course, around that time, trying to get a demo tape to them, nobody knew where they were. We just knew that the group was from Houston. So one thing led to another, cut a long story short. Scarface, he went to the high school I went to, which is Willow Ridge. Of course, he's from South Acres, but the latter part of his high school years, he went to Willow Ridge.
Shout out to Willow Ridge.
Yep, shout out to Willow Ridge. And then another one of my homeboys, rest in peace, 3-2. He was from Willow Ridge. And he had, him and Face used to like battle back and forth, in the courtyard. And, of course, they found out that I had, EPS 16 Plus, which is like one of the key drum machines that we used to use here in Houston. It was a sampler and a keyboard, and they found out I did beats, and one thing led to another. And, I got introduced to Rap A Lot, Lil J, and there it was.
That's dope.
That's
Like,
what's up.
so, like, take us back a little bit with that. Like, how was it? Like, was it still lunchtime, beating on the tables, making a beat,
Yeah, all
everybody
of that.
freestyling?
All of that, man. Everybody used to get the little cipher, going, and
Yeah.
somebody would be beating on the table. Or one of my homeboys, this dude named Freddie, he used to be the beatbox. I mean, and, just going hard, man, and just, those were the fun days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's changed too much. It's still like that for a lot of people now, which is really cool. And I actually saw that you've worked with like a lot of people. Like you
Yeah.
mentioned Ghetto Boy, Scarface, Paul Wall and Chameleonaire, Jodeci,
Yeah.
8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Well, 8-Ball and MJG, they, of course, were from Memphis. And my manager at the time was working with Suave House. Tony Draper's, and that's the label that 8-Ball and MJG had signed to.
Legends.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, at that particular time, I had started doing a lot of the national acts. Well, let me backtrack just a little bit. When I was at Rap A Lot, there was a A&R that worked at Rap A Lot, this chick named Charlene Head. She knew a lady at RCA at the time named Charm Warren Celestine that helped get the Wu-Tang Clan signed to RCA. And she was looking for a Southern remix of Method Man. So she knew Charlene, and Charlene said, I got the cat that could do it. So I done that remix, and it kind of like helped Wu-Tang get put on in the South. And from there, my name started to spread, and of course, as it started to spread,
Absolutely.
name
on that.
around the city started to spread, and then, of course, my manager at the time, like I said, was working with Suave House, and that's how I met
Yeah.
all JG.
That is so dope.
Yeah.
You got a dope catalog. Like, seriously. And what was the track for 8 Ball MJG? You said Reason for Rhyme?
Reason for Rhyme.
Yeah.
It was the soundtrack off of the same movie. They had a documentary in like '97 called Reason for Rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
the song was on the main track of the soundtrack of that album.
So you got a really long list of great artists that you worked with. What was your best experience? What was your worst experience?
Man, that's a tough one right there. I would have to say the best experience, of course, was working with the Ghetto Boys, man. Because if it wasn't for Rap A Lot and Lil J, none of the stuff that I did afterwards would ever happen.
True.
So what I mean, so I always give props out to home first. So that was like really the highlight of my career, working with them and the whole thing that we did with Rap A Lot. Worst experience I could say is being young in the industry and not getting paid.
Dang it, those beginning stages. Ugh.
So that brings me up to a point, because today it's not the way it was. The DJ isn't as embraced by the culture anymore. Even producers are getting shunned left and right.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult for a young producer to get paid in this game nowadays?
Man, really, I think there's pros and cons to the internet. You know what I'm saying? I think the internet was helpful in a way that it equalize the playing field, because before then, people used to have to send the demo tapes to the A&Rs to get heard. So
Right.
the internet made it easier for you to get heard. On the flip side of that, it also kind of like spread the market so thin to whereas a lot of the younger cats, they really don't understand the value of their music. So they devalue their music by leasing it for like $25 a song, you know what I mean? And from that point on, it's you've devalued it so to the point to whereas a producer like me that's used to getting paid like
Big
thousands
money.
of dollars for a
Yeah.
track, you're like, why pay him 10 G's when I can get Lil Bubby, he can do it for $50. So I think until young producers and DJs for that matter, until they understand the value of their craft and the value of what they're doing, it's going to be like that.
So, according to your website, www.hiphopmastering.com, you're the man behind the man, doing all the production work, the where the real work go down. Nah, I'm just bullshitting. On our show, we try to shed as much light on the business as much as the talent. We're really, championing for the younger artists at the end of the day, because we want to see them come up and do well and not get it taken advantage of. But I think with today's technology, to kind of piggyback off of what you said, a lot of kids feel like, they could download an app to their iPhone, tell everybody in the room to be quiet, lay a track down on their phone, upload it to SoundCloud, and that's it. They got a new single out. They'll do a whole album like that and upload it to the internet. Can you walk me through the not actual cost, because we don't have dollars and cents, but could you walk us through the cost of making an album from the time of recording to mixing and mastering?
Well, I mean, it depends on your recording process nowadays. Going back to technology again, back when we were doing it, the equipment was so expensive. You had to go to a commercial studio to record your album. So, that encouraged studio time. And most of the studios, the engineering fee was separate. It wasn't included in the price that you paid for the studio. It's like the studio would charge $100 an hour. The engineer like, dude, I got to get mine.
Right.
So he charged $50 on top of that. So you had $150 an hour right then.
Right.
And then, before digital tape came about, everybody was using reel-to-reels, and those big chunks of reels and reels, it was like $150 a pop for those. And you only can get probably like maybe 4 songs on it. So nowadays, you can record an album basically in on your laptop. Right. So the recording costs have been reduced significantly, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. The prices that you're gonna pay now really is in your production.
Okay. And
that just depends on going back to the producer understanding what their worth is. It just depends on how much they're gonna charge you for the track. And of course, you got to market it and promote it, which nowadays most of that is free if you have social media. Right. So nowadays, man, I would say, man, really just on GP, man, you couple of $100, man, you can get a song done.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Well, I'm supposed to read this whole thing, right? Because G ain't here. And what it says is, Facebook Live, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Just watch what you say. I'm sensitive about my shit. Share this on Facebook Live posts and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring in rich and inspiring content each and every week. You could donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. In other words, thanks for riding with us, Facebook. I appreciate y'all. Matter of fact, hold on, let's read this off. I ain't even gonna act like I can't read these shits off. So to my man King, salute to you, sir. Salute to you, AB. I see you, sir. Thank you, Mario. Low, I see you, son. We got to get together. Let's get this show knocked out, man, for real. Jerome, Intermission. Y'all check Intermission. It's a dope show about dope shows and movies. And to my sweetheart, I love you, babe. I'll be home right after this. I'm not hanging out. I ain't doing no wild shit. I'm coming straight home. So, all right, let's close it out. Subscribe to catch the rest of the show. Let's ride out with this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's like a pack of kittens walk by son.
Oh Lord Jesus,
Boy, y'all wild.
that's funny.
All right, hold on. So I got something that I'm doing. This is new. You know what I'm saying? If this works out, then maybe we'll do this thing that I'm trying out with you. Right? Mike, you ready? Magic Mike?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna play like a first verse of certain joints.
All right.
This is gonna be funny.
I want you to I'm gonna throw certain things at you. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I
Mike,
think.
you ready? All right. I don't think that's it. No. Are you on 116?
Yeah.
Nah, we should be starting with Eddie.
I'm cooking it. It's not going.
Oh man. All right.
Do.
So we ain't perfect.
I think
you know
we
what I'm
should
saying?
freestyle.
What,
Uh-oh.
like rap?
Freestyle. Look, we got a pen. We got the table right here. I'll let you go first. I'll jump in like double dutch.
Oh.
Saved
Ah.
by Eddie.
Party all the time.
Yes. And
So you called it Rick James.
Yeah.
All right, pause.
Well, no. That's
we
Eddie
there.
Murphy. That's
We
Eddie
there.
Murphy. I'm tripping. But Rick James produced it.
Yep.
And I'm thinking like a producer, dog. You know
and
what I'm
he
saying?
all up in the
Producer
video.
first.
Nah, that's what's up. So absolutely, right? This is not a guessing game. You're gonna know these joints.
All right.
Right? So absolutely. Eddie Murphy, Rick James on the production. I wanted to start with that because that's the homie's like favorite.
I'm not
record in
gonna
the
lie.
joint.
Sometimes I like to go and make a request for the craziest thing. This is my anthem.
That would be one of the craziest things. Now, if you come out with Boy George, Comic Chameleon, I'm going to have to move over a little bit.
No. I mean, I do like that track.
Well, I
though.
do kind of
I
like
kind
that
of like
song.
that track. But it's funny because some DJs actually will have it, and it surprises the hell out of me because that means someone else has requested this before.
Yeah.
And it really shouldn't be. But I don't know. I love Eddie Murphy is underrated. Okay.
He had a couple of songs.
reggae track like a few years ago.
If you're an old school DJ worth your weight in salt, you're going to have some of the underrated cuts. Even if nobody heard them, you just going to have them anyway. Because you just never know.
Well, here's the thing. I
You hear that, DJs out there? Have that. When you see me, you better download it. 'Cause I'm asking.
The funny thing is, I tease you about it, but I've been in spots where the DJ was bold enough or smart enough to throw it on, and
It makes
I
sense.
rocked out.
Yeah.
Where were you when you heard that record?
Man, Jerry Curl, high school.
Word?
You had a Jerry curl?
Dude, I had a Jerry Curl.
Mike, let's
NWA
get the next one,
That's
Mike.
why I don't have no hair right
Let's get the
now.
next one, Mike.
Jones burnt the follicles out of my hair.
Jones, bitches. Too much, all of that goddamn shit, player. Just ball and continue.
Oh, yeah, I'm tired of balling. Tila. Yeah.
You never get up all to say that
Yeah.
shit.
All right, Mike.
I'm so tired.
Tired of
Where were you at
balling.
that point when that joint was out?
Riding
Did you
down-
have any associations with that record?
Not-
what was it in
not
Houston for you
directly.
at that moment?
Not directly, but indirectly, because I knew Tony Drape and all that. But I was
Yeah.
riding down 16 in my Cadillac when they played that on the radio.
Jerry curl, Cadillac.
All right. Next
Yeah.
one, Mike.
Cool as hell, huh?
Down.
Playlist messed up for some reason.
Getting activated everywhere.
Oh man, had that soul glow effect.
I had it all, dog.
Not
Mama used to have the plastic on the couch and everything.
Oh man,
Look out for the cops, though. Cash fruit. Word up. 2 for 5s over here, baby.
Wu-Tang.
Word up. 2 for 5s. Niggas got garbage down the way.
Where were you
Word
at
up.
this moment?
Getting ready to do a remix for it, but they didn't want me to do it because at that particular time they didn't want nobody to do a remix for nobody that wasn't from New York.
Cash fruit.
Because after I done the Method Man remix, it done so well, RCA wanted me to do the remix for that, and I done it. But Wu-Tang was like, y'all already let somebody else from New York do, you let him do one, he ain't from New York, we can't let him do another one.
Damn, New York is that cutthroat, huh?
Absolutely.
I remember,
especially during that time.
Yeah.
Because for me, at this moment in time, I'm in high school. I'm young in high school at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Already the name threw us completely off as Wu-Tang, right? Because, we just really getting back in the game with like Biggie Smalls and Blasey out of Brooklyn and Smooth the Hustler. You come out with Wu-Tang, and the karate shit. You're like, wait a minute. Then it's 9 of them. We're like, damn, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And they really took, the scene, the culture, the streets by storm. It was over after that.
And ironically, after that, after I actually met RZA, we were cool. It's like he respected the craft. It's like, man, if I'd have known who you was at first, you could have went and done it.
You know what was real touchy about it?
Yeah.
They wanted to be clear that they didn't want nobody biting their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
from the
respect
jump.
that,
And even when Ray and Ghost put out the Purple Tape, that time where they was talking about Biggie biting off a Nas album cover and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they were real aggressive about that, and rightfully so, just because of on the principles of hip hop alone. That's why I have such a issue with what they call hip hop and who they put into that category today, because even to me, it's still a very touchy subject for me. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of brings me into me doing my homework. In July of 2013, you wrote a blog about the state of hip hop. It's been 5 years later. What is your thoughts on hip hop in today?
Really, man, I think hip hop, in a way, really is taking a step back, because, I think the golden age of hip hop, at least for me, was from about 1987 to probably about 1997. It's like a 10-year span. And during that 10-year span, you had, a whole smorgasbord of genres within, the one genre that we call hip hop. Of course, you had East Coast, you had West Coast, you had booty music from Miami.
Absolutely.
You had, what I call like a little bit of mix of everything. Down south, you had a little bit of gangster, you had a little bit of booty music, you had New Orleans bounce, which is still happening. There was a variety, and radio played it all. In the beginning, New York didn't really want to play anything but New York. But as time progressed, like in around the mid-90s, I think when Biggie came out, when, the whole Bad Boy thing, New York kind of warmed up to start playing music from other regions. But, we had everything. Nowadays, it's like trap is taking over. Everything is trap. It all sounds the same.
All around the world, cosign right here.
Yeah, it all sounds the same. There's no originality. When we were coming up, you would get dissed if you bit somebody else. I swear, if I hear another rapper say "skirt skirt" on the record, I'm gonna pull what little bit of hair I have. I don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Get some originality going.
Right.
Because the only rappers that I can really deal with today, is your usual suspects, your Kendrick Lamars, your J. Cole's, J. Rock. Those that really have true lyrics and originality about themselves. I'm not dissing the young brothers. I understand everybody got to get their paper.
Right.
But if I was to say one word to the young up-and-coming rappers, man, be original. Do something that nobody's ever done before.
And see, and that's where we differ. And I'm with you. As a majority, I'm with you 100. I think what gets missed is that there are, just like they always been, those diamonds in the rough that come up, either trailing behind or, over to the side of this bullshit.
Yeah.
You still got your Chuck Strangers, your Denmark Vessies, your Tracy Morgans, Tanya Morgan. Shout out to Tracy Morgan. God bless you. But I meant Tanya Morgan. You got Quilly Chris. And all these rappers that I'm saying right now has all put out projects over the last couple of years.
Well, don't get me wrong. The underground is still vibrant. The underground is rich. But I'm just talking about back in the 90s, even mainstream was diversified.
True.
Now mainstream is just one sound. You know what I mean? So, and really mainstream, whether, to its detriment or to its, promotion. Hip hop is worldwide. It's the number one genre. It's overtaking rock now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, there's no diversity in mainstream. If we can bring diversity back to mainstream, I think that will even help hip hop even more to maintain the supremacy over every other genre. I mean, the underground is cool. Like you said, it's always been underground artists. But in the 90s, finally, most of the underground artists became mainstream. Biggie was once underground.
Absolutely, for
You
quite
know
a
what I
while. So let me punch you in the gut real quick then. What's your 5 top hip-hop albums so far this year? Nah, just this year.
This year. I'll have to say Pusha T, number 1
All right, Daytona.
for me. J-Rock, number 2.
That's what's up.
Man. See, I like Kanye's record.
You like Ye?
I like Kanye's record. It was some things about it I didn't like, but then
It grew on you, huh?
It did, man. It really did. I had to listen to it a couple of times. I kind of felt, what he was trying to do. I mean, he was vulnerable on the project. I mean, he said some things about himself that most rappers, it was real deep. It was an introspective album.
Yeah.
I kind of dug that.
I just wish you would have named it Kim.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me pause you on that so we could jump into this. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. Gunfire! Appreciate that, sir. Thank you. All right, so you got 3 more on your list so far. We got Pusha T, we got Ye.
And J-Rock.
Oh, yeah, J-Rock. We got 2 more.
Nas. I like Nas's album.
Okay.
Nasir.
5.
He did a good job.
Yeah, he did. 5. Man. That's a tough one. Really don't have a 5th one, really.
You don't have to, because it sounds like you picked a majority Kanye produced.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, we're in the house of Kanye
So,
right
so
now.
tell me who your top producers are in the game right now, then. We know Ye is one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because dude, in spite of all of his stuff he got going
Shortcomings.
on, yeah, and all that, dude is multi-talented.
He is extremely talented.
He is extremely
He is still
talented.
Kanye
man.
West.
He is. He really is, man. To be honest with you, I really don't have a lot of favorite producers that's out right now. I really,
Yeah,
really
that's
don't.
honest, though.
That's fair.
That's
know what I mean?
honest. What about back in the gap then? So, let's say, what are your top 3 favorite producers of all time?
Of all time. Well, I'm gonna have to say for me, because I learned a lot from Cat. Was Dr. Dre is gonna be number 1.
Yeah.
Marley Marl, number 2.
There's a gem for you.
Yeah, Marley Marl is gonna be number 2. P Rock be number 3. Number 4. Man, because there's so many.
Let's make it easier then. So, those are your top 3. But if you had to pick between Swiss and Timbaland, who would you pick?
Wow. She will pull that card.
Yeah.
If you're talking about just pure hip hop, I would have to go with Swiss. But if you're talking about a producer that defined this whole genre, that changed the course of music, I'll have to say Tim. Because there's only really 3 producers that I can name that actually changed the genre and had, people kind of like mimicking their sound. Dr. Dre is one. He just, came out with G-Funk. He just changed the whole genre.
Yeah.
And this
He created a genre
He did.
in itself.
He did. And then, of course, Timbaland is another one. And then this guy, some people ain't going to say hip hop, but he started hip hop. But some people going to say he more R&B. It's Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he defined the whole genre of music.
I
And
was
he done both. He done hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
New Jack Swing that lasted for like a good 7 years.
I was really excited to hear that Snoop Dogg album that came out, and it was strictly produced by Quick and Teddy Riley, and that shit was fucking jamming.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Which
I
album
think
was that? Is that the one with the sexual seduction song on it?
Nah, it was before
Before
that.
that
It's not Blue Carpet Treatment neither. It's I think it's one before. I got
Google it.
motherfucking.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name
I
of
got
it, but it was before that one.
Title. Shout out to Title. Buy Black. But so let me throw a monkey wrench in this.
And then
one.
I would say Pharrell. You gotta throw Pharrell.
Damn it! That was the wrench. I was
gonna ask-
reaching for it. I'm about to
the
say because
Neptunes is
we're
off the
talking
chain.
about people who changed the landscape, who changed the sound, who changed the culture. It was duplicated.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put Neptunes in there.
Got to.
Yeah.
You know, and they still doing it. Like their last NERD album is dope. Like
Yeah.
all the
Bananas.
way through. You
Yep.
can rock with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. I want to make sure that we drop the name of that album for our listeners who would, you know,
Who's looking at
benefit
us?
for checking this
Probably yelling at the computer screen saying, I know that track. I know
know.
that album.
out. Y'all ain't real.
What y'all don't know?
and so.
Look, we
It's
can't
ego
remember.
tripping.
Yeah.
Ego tripping.
Shout out to my man Chucko. CO put me on. He had got his hands on that before I did, and
Yeah.
you know he brought it through to my house so we could play it. And he's so animated, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he from Detroit, you know, so he got the swag and that energy. And you know he also used to make beats back in his day, so he's real production heavy. And
Yeah.
he wasn't even bopping his head; he was bouncing his body to each one of these tracks.
Yeah.
So I remember
it was
that
dope.
vividly.
It was a dope album for sure, man. I mean, and Quick, you know what I'm saying? I won't put him in the top 5, but Quick definitely was a dope producer of the times, man, for real.
So we're gonna close out with this one because I ain't gonna hold you more than 45. We usually wrap this up in 45. As a DJ,
Yeah.
to rock a party, what song will you open with, and what song will you close out with?
Yes.
Ooh, man, hold up.
That's Texas.
H-Town for real.
Man, hold up.
Yo,
Now we talking about
I need to edit. I need a clip with that man. Hold up.
are we talking about for like my age group, the millennials? I mean, I ain't no damn millennial. Generation X, because that's what I, you know.
Let's
we came
do
Generation
both.
X
Let's do
or
both.
millennial.
Let's do both. What would you do for both crowds?
The millennials is hard.
Hey.
Dog, because there's so many records, and I don't want to take up too much time. But man, if I had one record to open with, hip
Get the
hop or
party
R&B,
started.
You the DJ. This is your party.
Yo wax.
This is your Technique 1200 or your Serato.
man, I'm gonna have to start it off, man, with Joski Love, Pee Wee's Dance. Dun, 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 dun,
For the
dun.
millennials?
No, for my
your-
my era.
for
'Cause
Generation
that record,
X.
That
All right.
record would get you on the floor.
That's true.
They gonna remember that as soon as they. Dun, 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 dun,
I know
dun,
where I
dun.
was. Yep.
Yeah. For millennials, I don't know, cause shoot, you ain't really got nothing. No, take that back.
But you know what though? I would take a chance on Pee Wee Herman with millennials. I'll take a chance on it because you know what? At the end of the day, it's going to get their attention,
Yeah.
and that's what I want immediately. I as a showstopper, I want the attention. Then I'll throw on something else real quick. I may
Yeah.
let it get maybe a 10, 15 second run just to grab
Yeah.
your attention. Then I'm
Yeah.
off to the next one.
Cupid Shuffle for y'all.
Hey,
All right,
it gets
then.
everybody on the floor. Have you been on a cruise?
Word.
Everybody on the boat starts doing the Cupid shuffle and the wobble.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's a good
actually, you
start.
know what? Shout out to y'all on the Cupid Shuffle because y'all knocked off the electric slide.
For real.
And that was
Nah,
hard to do.
Yeah, that joint went for almost 20 years.
Word.
You heard what the electric slide is really about?
Yeah.
Man, in Houston,
But Joe, I didn't get it till like a little while ago. Like it just came to life to me.
I
so
just
I
found
didn't
out a
always.
couple months ago.
we used to do marathons with that record. Like we'll put on one beat and mix it with another. We do like about 25 minutes with that whole shuffle thing.
Work it out, old ass
Damn,
people.
that's a workout
Word
for real.
out. They wonder why they slept all day.
Glutes hurting, calves hurting.
Yeah.
So now how you gonna end it then? Party's been going on for a few hours. You about to exit out. What you gonna play?
You know you gotta leave with a bang.
What's DJ Revelation gonna play for us?
Well, shoot, if you're talking about just ending the party, man, you're going to have to end it. Nowadays, you're going to have to end it on a damn line dance record. So
You
Yeah.
gotta end it on a dance line?
if you're gonna keep the people moving, if you're gonna keep them high, you're gonna have to end it on the line dance record nowadays, which is unfortunate.
The club owners want you to kill it so they can go home.
Yeah,
But a line dance? Okay.
yeah.
I think the funniest song I've ever heard on a closing night was some DJ played that Beetlejuice song.
Oh yeah, that's how you know it's time
And
to go
then
home.
as soon
yeah.
hey, and then lights on. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
This
like,
is awkward.
If that's not a hit for your ass, then I don't know which one is.
Yeah, I always end mine on a line dance record. I say this is the last song, so y'all better get your ass on the dance floor because after this
That's a
is
good
over.
way to do it then.
So I give them one last hoorah, and that's it.
Get that drunk stroll on.
So Crazy C, it was a pleasure having you here.
Man, y'all appreciate y'all. For
I
having
hope
me,
that
for
you
real.
didn't feel like this was a waste of your time. I
No.
hope you don't kick the door on the way out like, y'all motherfuckers.
We got somebody who can give us Scarface stories and the Ghetto Boy stories. Like, that's so dope. So thank
Absolutely.
you for coming
Yeah, shout
by,
out.
Crazy C.
R.I.P. to my homeboy DJ Ray the Red, one of the original members of the Ghetto Boys passed last
Yeah, that was
week,
just
so.
recent. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
him. Absolutely. And Layla, tell the people. Well, before we do that, Crazy C, how can people reach you if they need you for advice, mixing, mastering, production? How they get at you?
hiphopmastering.com or at producer Crazy C on all social media.
Absolutely. I'm following you now, so I'll keep up with you. Retweet, anything you got popping out here that you need out
Appreciate
here.
it.
Make sure that
Appreciate
we
it. I'll
all
follow
follow
back.
that. Layla E. We got you ding ding ding.
Well, before I go into that, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the U.S. offer financial education? 33% don't pay their bills on time. Damn. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. Me. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Me. Wow. Don't become one of those statistics like me. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Again, 844-700-4463, or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. Yeah, money. No, it really is important to save and get your debt and stuff together. And if you can't do that, please contact them, as I will be doing that myself. But no, it was great having you, Crazy
Appreciate
C.
y'all having me once again.
If anyone wants to reach me, I am Layla_E1 on IG and Twitter. And also check out my Facebook group page where all of us like to talk a lot of smack about what's going on in hip hop.
buddy.
And you can find that by going to the search bar on the top of Facebook and just type in Layla_E. Join the group. Let's have fun and help us discover new artists from around the way, from whatever continent you could think of, because I would love to premiere that here on the international segment that we do every other week.
Word. Either around the way or around the world. Holla at you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's you.
You
That's you. That's why I wanted to be mellow. Other things come when I'm mellow.
that was good.
Yeah.
What about you, Reem? Where can we find you?
Yeah, so I'm most popping on IG right now at Kareem.Sean, SHON. I'm getting it popping on Twitter. I'm talking, I'm being more social. So Twitter is at Reem Boom Bap. Like my homie said, open up a discussion. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about it. Be about it. Again, Crazy C, thank you for coming through for our respective DJ series. G, I hope that you're proud of us. We held it down for you, family. And we out. Gunfire! Yes! Yes! Yes!